I know I haven't posted in a while, but in Australia here we're back into full swing again soon, so I had to start a little bit of prep work in the gardens, and I think the last posts I did were sort of coming into that summer season here in Australia anyway, so we're back into it, or I'm back into it. I'm starting to do a bit of prep work, which you can sort of see in front of me here, a little bit here and there, fair few weeds kicking around because I allow my gardens to just go dormant through that summer hot season, and I don't really worry too much about the weeds. I just pull them out before I'm ready to go again and get everything turned over. So paths are a bit messy. I've already got stakes and stuff that I've pulled out of gardens and whatnot, where last year I had tomatoes and stuff like that and whatnot, so get back into it soon, I guess. And so as soon as the temperature drops off here, we're getting a bit of rain at the moment as well, so that's good for putting a bit of moisture in the gardens and that. But quickly just give you all an update on what I've been doing in the last couple of weeks, in the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks or so. Basically, I went through probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I cleared out all these stakes, these tomato stakes. You can see a lot of these come out of this area here, which you can see I've got a wheelbarrow and some other bits and pieces kicking around in there, and you can see I'm using that, has actually got no bottom in it, so I'm using that as a compost directly into the garden. So I just piled all the grass in it that come out of here, pile it all in there and just let it all break down. I've got another one there that I've already done, that's going to be grown in this year. As you can see, there's more big pots and stuff over here. There's another one that I've put some grass in, which actually come from right here. This whole area is all just really tall grass, and you can sort of see a bit over there. I've laid in about 2 cubic meters of compost out of my chook pen. So you can't really see any of it because I've put extra stuff on top now, but that garden bed right there has not actually received any of this darker material on top, and we'll tell you what that is in a second. But see all the wheat coming up in it, that's because it's come out of my chook pen, and I feed whole grain wheat straight from the farm, so it's completely organic. There is no pesticides on it, there is no sprays or anything like that on it, so that's why it germinates. Now it's completely out of season, it's wheat, it's not meant to be growing in summer here, so it just comes up. It'll be dug in the next week or so, and then whatever comes of that will be nutrients in the ground. This here, this darker material that you can see across the top of those 3, that's ginger in the middle. Those 2 there, because I didn't have enough room in that one down there is actually ginger as well. You can see just around the corner there, that's ginger as well. That's my compost bin, which has to be emptied as well. All of this I didn't have enough material to finish, so I will have to go get another load of this top material, which is from the sale yards. It is literally cow shit that has been allowed to rot in a massive big pile. There's a bit of straw in amongst it, there's a bit of grass in amongst it, there's a bit of hay, there's some rocks. You can sort of see some small rocks. There's just goodness everywhere, like you can just literally see it. It's beautiful soil, and I'm about a month out, I reckon, from starting to actually plant. So it's going to have another month or so to rot down and be dug in. As you can see, ginger, which I grow ginger over the summer because it's obviously planted earlier in the year, or late in the year, and then it grows until about mid-year, and I pick and harvest and replant again. I've done these 4 here, 5 here, whatever it is, and then I've done these 2 over here. These have got compost and cow manure on top, and then I've got this one here. Fortunately enough, I had a pumpkin come up, and I'm going to allow it to just continue to grow. So that's what I've been doing. The last 2 weeks I've had my young fella out here helping me. As you can sort of see, I've got this mulberry tree going. Ignore the hedges, ignore all the pots, but there's an orange over there which is actually fruiting in the wrong season. I've got a peach tree out the front which has just received some cow manure around it as well. So we're going to have a pretty good season, hopefully, You can sort of see where I haven't done anything yet. It's a little bit of a mess. We've had a few storms here, pots being blown around and stuff. These are white dragon fruit, which I will propagate a few extras off of. I got them given to me, or I did a swap from, actually, sorry. So I'll do that, and then I've got to clean up all this area here, take these pots out. This area here's got to be dug over and manure put in here. I'll probably put the compost from my bin into this garden bed right here, and then I've got to fill this one here, which is another garden bed that I've picked up in the last couple of months, and the one beside it, all the grass that's here that you can sort of see, all this grass will be getting pulled out, and I'll just dump it in here to the bottom of them. And away I go. Lemon trees obviously doing pretty well, getting some lemons. I've picked up another lemon tree for free, which is not doing quite so well, but it was repotted, so I didn't expect it to do too well. It will eventually come back, hopefully. I've got some ginger in that one, which is actually going to be my seed ginger for the year coming. This one's already ready, that one's already ready. I've just got to turn them over. And then obviously my other fruit trees, that's a kumquat there. I've put a bit of cow manure around this one. I've expanded out to another garden bed, which is out the front of my property. And then all my fruit trees around my yard are going to receive some more cow manure in the next 48 hours sort of thing. Hopefully I'll go get another trailer load of cow manure and send it all around the place of them. I've got another one here that's ready. It's got a bit of lemongrass in the corner, and then I've also got some other new additions. I've got a pineapple that's fruiting, which is got a bit of disease or some sort of damage to it, so that's a fail. Obviously you can see there's weeds in amongst. I've got some more lemongrass here, and I've also got some mandarins on. Completely out of season. They shouldn't even be fruiting right now. They should be fruiting in another 6 months time, or another 4 months time I should say. So I just thought I'd give one a quick update. There'll be more updates in the next probably couple of weeks, and then once I get into that growing season in here, I'll continue to put updates in. I'm definitely going to do my lettuce again this year. I'm going to try and do some probably some bok choy, probably corn, and probably a few other bits and pieces around the joint that'll be going in. There'll be some more herbs go in, and probably some silver beet through the cooler months, and then at the end of that cooler period, as soon as it starts to warm back up again, I'll bang in a heap of tomatoes. So I'm going a little bit bigger because I've got a little bit more space this year. I've obviously got those 2 more garden beds over there. I've got a lot more pots that I've got to try and get placed around and filled up. But I mean, a lot of it's just about keeping that soil, getting better soil and slowly improving it, and that's why there's all this compost, which, as I said, come out of my chook pen, and there's a lot of obviously chook shit in there as well, so that's going to bump a heap of nitrogen up. You can see there's heaps of weeds and stuff, so I'm not too worried about the weeds. I'm not a perfect gardener. So yeah, I'll give another update in the next couple of weeks, I guess, or next week or so, when I get this other trailer load of manure.